The Leo man, his sex life. He needs women as much as he needs food and water. He approaches each new encounter as if it were a glorious drama, an experience not to be filed under forget, an opportunity to exhibit his prowess. Each time he dates a woman, he expects it to be a glorious, unforgettable experience. He has a strongly sexual personality. His domineering personality simply brushes aside rules and conventions. A woman who goes with a Leo male should be guided by one very important rule. Never, never tease. What you promise, you had better deliver. Leo doesn't like to play games. If you're not prepared to follow through, stay home and practice your knitting. He believes a woman should always be willing and able because he is always ready. On the other hand, his immense self-confidence can be begilded by a hint of mystery or aloofness. He thinks most women so anxious to gain his favor that they can hardly contain themselves. So the one who can make him feel he must pursue her is the most likely to succeed. As a lover, he subscribes to the axiom that action dissolves anxiety. Not for him, self-doubt, timorousness, or the cautious approach. There will be no fumbling. You will be swept off your feet into bed, taken in one great all-devouring masculine lunge. Sometimes that defeats his own purpose. His partner never gets the idea that he is out to win the sexual Olympics and begins to doubt if she can make the team. It doesn't help matters that he spends so little time on foreplay. Leo is interested in nothing but his own sexual needs. Afterward, he expects a woman to congratulate him on his technique. For him, this is the pleasant afterglow of any sexual encounter. His endurance is remarkable, and he has a great appetite for lovemaking. This doesn't, as a rule, mean that he likes it more than once a day. After all, when the king has acted, who needs an encore? He may only go around once, but he does it with gusto. Your responses must accelerate to meet his imperial demands. Don't be demure. You can start that way if you want, to pique his fancy, but when a Leo performs, he likes a woman to show how much she is enjoying it. When she is moaning, out of control, or screaming and gasping with delight, she is telling him that he is a master of all he surveys. Don't ever deny a Leo, for he will simply move to new hunting grounds. He likes his women submissive. The standard man above, woman beneath posture does quite well. He knows his potency and sees no reason to embellish it with variations or divert it into other channels. He is turned on by a woman in a helpless position. A favorite is to have the woman kneeling beside a bed, supporting her upper body on it. He kneels behind her, enters her, and then grasping her hips slowly stands up. This way, she only uses her vaginal muscles while he controls the other movements, including the rolling of her hips. Oral sex is only acceptable if he is on the receiving end. For him, fellatio combines not only sexual pleasure, but an attitude of adoration that preens his masculine vanity. The missionary position is fine, and for variation, he will simply turn around on the bed and plant his feet on the headboard to propel himself with more vigor. His natural ability as a lover can flow into the wrong channels if a woman fails to play up to his enormous ego. He then turns to more offbeat kinds of self-glorification. A favorite method is to dress up his genitals. The girlfriend of a Leo once told me that he liked to wear French ticklers that looked like a squid with long rubber arms or soft plastic rings that had oddly shaped extensions like spider legs. On one occasion, he used a device that resembled a dragon's head with its tongue protruding. Knowing what brought on in these adornments, I advised her to flatter him and play up to him more in the bedroom. When she did, His interest in the art genitalia decoration disappeared. Like any Leo, he only wanted to be kingly and admired. He takes great pride in the size of his sex organ, and many even use electronic masturbating equipment to enlarge the penis and impress his partner before intercourse. If he doesn't have a partner at hand, he will take to the streets wearing an overcoat or raincoat. When an attractive girl comes toward him, he will suddenly whip open the coat to reveal his penis, decorated in a way that calls full attention to the size of his equipment. This sort of exhibitionism is common among Leo males. If he has to go too long without the sexual admiration so necessary to him, Leo becomes preoccupied with the problem. He can't think of anything else. He will ignore friends, family, and business, and will finally seek relief at the more sophisticated bordellos where the girls know how to cater to his obsession.